Because if you're going to go on a trip with me, we are going to move our freaking bodies. Okay. Like I'm sick of people like excellence is also in physical form, period. Okay. Period. I can tell how you feel about yourself because your physical state is a manifestation of what's happening on the inside. And some people did not listen to me. Like I gave them fair warning. I think they thought that it was just going to be vacation. Tricked them even more, to be totally honest. I rented a boat for the day. So we had this crazy boat day. We were out on the water. We went on some private islands. We went snorkeling, these gorgeous fish. Oh my gosh. We had great food on the boat, dance parties, like your typical I'm, in South America day. And Sasha and me and Tay were just laughing the whole time. So I warned them, I said, I would prioritize some sleep tonight because they didn't know. We said, we're going to go on a hike tomorrow, prepare for like 2 hours. And look, I knew it wasn't 2 hours. Okay. What can I say? I mean, I told him, I said, just be prepared. You bring as much water as you think you need for just, bring enough water for a full day. You might get cold. So I bring a cold weather outfit. You might go swimming. It's up to you. We literally had already spoken to our guides because we put the whole thing together with these guides. And we said, if anybody asks throughout the entire day, how much longer, like someone who wants to be able to control everything, we told them, we said, you have to say, we're almost there. So even if they ask 20 minutes in, how much longer, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. So, so we planned it to be like this because the whole thing was I wanted to break people, but like not destroy them. Just like I wanted to see where their mindset is because in business, you get really uncomfortable and most people quit. All right. And in business and in leadership, people quit on you. And then people do this blaming thing all the time. Like losers blame people. And I wanted to find out where my losers are. I want to find out who my winners are. I want to see who people are with super strong mindsets. I wanted to get really clear on who I am rocking with in this business. Okay. So we planned to make them walk 5 kilometers in direct sunlight on the side of a Colombian road. 15 minutes into this freaking walk, walk. 3 people are like, I gotta pee. Oh, they should not be moseying anywhere because we have a really, really long way to go. Okay, but they're in the woods. And I don't know, man, they were like, a long time. I'm like, this is bad. This is bad for momentum. I literally know that we have at least 15 hours left of this, but whatever. And like for me also, one of the little keys, because I do all these crazy hikes and, go to the Middle East and I'll hike through the desert and whatever. Like when you have to pee and you know it's going to be really hot, don't pee. And then it's hot. Like, I'm not going to lie. You're on asphalt. It's the dead heat of the equator. We're in Cartagena. Okay. And we're just going. And then first person goes like, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It was 25 minutes into this walk and somebody literally is done. And I look at Sasha. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I told them for the last 90 days to go to the gym. Like literally, and so I'm mad. I'm checking my emotional intelligence because I'm like, are you kidding me? We've done nothing. We've literally walked on a straight road. And this person starts blaming. She's like, well, we're on a hill. I'm like, I see hills nowhere. We're in Colombia. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? And I start getting mad. I'm like, what? And then this person starts to mention, well, I have diabetes. I got to check my blood sugar. And Sasha and I look at each other like, nobody mentioned diabetes. Like, we might actually kill people on this trip. Like, we literally thought that I was like, oh my God. He's like, do you have your blood sugar monitor? I don't know why I'm still walking because we were definitely not walking, which was pissing me off. Anyway, so she takes out the blood sugar thing. Her blood sugar's at 243. And I'm like, are you serious right now? How is your blood sugar at 243 if you're diabetic, I'm like, I don't even understand this. Sasha, I don't even know what that means, by the way. I don't know anything really about diabetes. Sasha's like, how is this your sugar? Like, what are you eating? She goes, well, I got off the bus and I had a candy bar because I was tired. And Sasha's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's German, by the way. He's like, you're diabetic. Like, why? Why did you have a candy bar? And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, then I'm like, contraband. So then one of our little tour guides takes her book bag, right? And I'm like, take your book bag. This is for the week, right? And I start trying to coach her through it. I'm like, one step in front of the other, all right? And I'm like, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It wasn't even that fast. But I'm like, get it going, girl, get it going. So then I'm like looking up ahead and I see that there's a commotion. All right. And then one of our Colombian tour guides in his flip-flops, mind you, starts and in flops, literally in flops. He's running. And I'm like, oh my God, somebody else is down for the count. What is going on? This is, you gotta be kidding me. It's been 45 minutes at this time, 45 minutes. And I know this is a 15-hour situation, guys. 15 hours. We're just getting started. Yeah. Okay. I was getting a little spicy. All right. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is happening right now? And I look up ahead, I don't have binoculars, but I'm pretending, okay? So I look up ahead like this, and I see someone on the ground, like literally on the ground. I'm like, no way. Like, this is actually impossible. Somebody's on the ground, and they're like, I'm overheating. It's so hot. I can't walk this long. I'm like looking at Sasha, looking at Mateo, looking at Sasha, looking at Mateo. Mateo's like, I can tell the little Colombian man is talking and he's speaking in Spanish to Mateo. Like why are these gringos falling over? Like I want to know what's going on. Like why are these gringos like this is 2 gringos in a row? Okay, like you could tell he was just like I'm very confused. Like what are we doing here? Because they knew how long it was going to be too, and you could tell that the tour guides were like, this ain't gonna be good. And that's why I told Sasha and Taylor, I'm like, what are we gonna do? Like, do we call, like, is there a 911 for Colombia? Like, this person's on the ground, says they're, we're checking their blood, their pulse, everything. This person's not diabetic. Thank God. I thought we were gonna have 2 diabetics. I'm like, oh God, nobody told us anything, right? So, anyway, long story short, we had to call an emergency motorcycle 45 minutes into the walk, okay, on the side of the road. I'm like, there's no way, man, no freaking way. So anyway, the rest of the group keeps going ahead. We push ahead, and we walk the entire direct sunlight, like I don't know how hot it was, whatever. I don't really care. It's just heat, okay? It's all on your head with everybody. And then they think we go to a beach. I mean, we did go to a beach, all right? So we went to a beach, and they were like, oh, is this where we put the bathing suits on? Is this where we put the bathing suits on? And I'm like, actually, Courtney said that. Are we going swimming? This is Courtney. Are we going swimming? I'm like, Courtney, no, I wouldn't put your bathing suit on right now. Oh, Courtney's watching, so perfect. So she's like, are we gonna go to the beach? It's still very hot outside because it's probably, I don't know, 5 o'clock or something like that. And I'm like, I wouldn't yet, because the whole point was we were gonna make them walk 2 miles, okay, on the beach. We're going 2 miles on the beach. I don't know what the question was, but okay. So 2 miles on the beach, and then we're taking them rock climbing. All right, so these people are already like very stressed out. We're walking them on the beach. They're starting to like, oh, maybe we're gonna go to a private beach. So they're kind of excited again. Woo, a private beach! And Mateo and I are just laughing at each other. Sasha's just laughing. Rendy's over here. Rendy, I can tell, can't believe she's exercising. We get to this rock wall, and I mean, you could tell that there was some panic in the air. Okay, so but at any rate, so then they had to get like on all fours. They had to actually climb up these walls. People are freaking out. Jamie Lynn is even like, I can't do this. I literally don't think I can do this. I can't do this. I don't think I can do this. And then she starts talking to herself positively. She's like, I can do this. I'm strong. I trust my body. And they're throwing themselves on the rocks, and they're having like not fun, but they were hiking up the rocks. And then because we were so far behind, we're supposed to be a point that was going to be pretty scary for everybody, where we did get to it, but then we couldn't go because the tide was too high. They were gonna have to get totally soaking. They were kind of gonna get thrown against the rocks at the same time that they hold on to the rocks and kind of like scale the rocks like I've done in Austria before, but not quite so extreme, but enough to scare the piss out of them, okay? So they went, so we were gonna go then around and up, and there was gonna be a place to watch the sunset, but because the tide was so high, we weren't able to do that in Colombia, but that's okay. So we turned back around. We head back down the rocks. People again are kind of like losing their minds a little bit. Like, oh my gosh, people are super scared. They're jumping over the rocks and stuff like that. You tell they're a little scared they're gonna fall into the ocean as the waves just kept crashing and crashing and crashing. And then we told them to stop. So then we're like, all right, we're gonna go walk on the beach. So then we went another 2 more miles on the beach. So two full miles on the beach. And I could hear them saying, like, oh, my calves. Oh, my ankles are weak. Oh, and I'm like, keep it moving. And we're setting the pace. Some people started getting really scared. You can tell some people were like, oh, you're going in there, aren't you? Some people were like really scared. They were like, oh gosh, we sit down on the beach. The bugs start coming out. So I don't like sitting there, but that's fine. We watched the sunset together. It was super gorgeous in Colombia. And then we get back up again and we start walking again. Now here's where it got really interesting for me. They thought we were done. This is one of the first times they were like, okay, it's not a 2-hour hike. We're on like hour 8 or 10, but everything's okay. It's not too bad yet, but this is not what we were expecting, right? And you could tell that they thought we were done. We're not done. We stop and we tell them, hey, we're going to eat here. So then they start bringing out raw meat, and we build a fire, and on a grill, we grill chicken and beef and grilled pineapple, and there were potatoes, and we ate off of literal leaves. And they were actually excited. By then they were kind of like, yeah, this is cool. Like, I'm adaptable. I'm good. Like, I can do anything. You could tell that they were starting to shift into more powerful versions of themselves at this point. But then they definitely thought we were done. And then we said, surprise. Now, this is right around 11 p.m. What color is the sky generally at 11 p.m. in the evening? Black, dark, Jacqueline, black, 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 black. The sky's pitch black. Pitch black. No one's around us. Complete seclusion. We're not like on the beach with people, guys. We took them to a completely secluded area, all alone. There is nobody. You can't scream and get safety. We put them in complete seclusion from the world, okay? No one's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to save you. Good luck, okay? Which already would panic some of you, right? And so then I say, hey guys, we're gonna get in the boat. And you can see a lot of these people on their faces were like, why are we getting on a boat almost at midnight? And I'm like, come on, shouties, let's go on the boat. Okay, because I knew it was gonna happen. So then we drive out on a boat for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're now in the middle of the ocean. And I know some of you have a fear of what? Of, the ocean, of deep water. Thank you for your order, by the way. Appreciate you. Middle of the ocean, pitch black, nothing to see but stars, no lights anywhere. We're not near towns. We're not near people. We're not near villages. We're in the middle of the ocean, pitch freaking black. And the boat stopped. And I go, okay, jump off. And they're like, what? And I said, jump into the ocean. At midnight, I said, jump into the ocean. So they have their life vests on, and you can see they're like, some of them are like, nope, absolutely not, absolutely not. It is cold. It is pitch black. I do not jump into black water. I do not jump into deep water. I do not jump into the ocean. Period. Hell no. But I didn't just take them to deep water. I actually took them to plankton. So plankton glow as soon as you touch them. So they jumped off of the boat into plankton, and everywhere they moved, you see green glowing all over the place. It was it was everywhere. It was everywhere. You can't even capture it on camera. You can probably Google it and try and check it out. It'll do it no justice. It glows everywhere. And we were laughing so hard. We're screaming. Everybody got off. Everybody ended up jumping in. Everybody was scream laughing, crying, having so much fun. We're looking up at the stars. It's like crystal clear sky because there's no light pollution and it wasn't a full moon or anything. We were completely joyful. Everyone's like, oh my God. And then Brittany Anderson started talking about under the sea at the Krabby Patty and whatever. We were laughing so hard. We get back in the boats, we head back and we debrief. So they started talking about how grateful they were for, for the warm water, how grateful they were for, the hard day where their bodies hurt and they thought they were going to give up. So grateful that they kept pushing and, for fresh water to drink and for all this stuff, right? For the food that we ate. And so they started having a lot of gratitude towards this stuff. And they really thought we were done. As a matter of fact, Courtney was like, I really thought for a minute there that we were going to spend the night here. We weren't done though. Okay. And after we went through the debrief, which was really awesome. And I actually hammered these people about, I didn't mean to be like this. I told them about the disappointment for their physical health, the disappointment for how much they have not been taking care of their bodies, the disappointment for clearly not eating well and taking care of themselves. I really told them, I didn't keep anything from them about that. Thank you for following, by the way. So anyway, sorry, having Instagram issues. My Instagram's being crazy. So anyway, so then as soon as we're done the debrief and I kind of get on all these people and we have a leadership lesson, I'm coaching them a little bit, really powerful stuff. Funny Sasha goes, yeah, and now we're going to take you guys to your hotel. We're going to take you where you guys are going to stay tonight. The hotel you'll be staying at is called the Million Stars, aka I made them sleep, whether they were prepared or not, on the beach in Colombia, in Cartagena. Two of our guides had to stay up all night long because it's apparently actually extremely dangerous. You could be kidnapped or whatever. It didn't happen, no problem. We didn't feel endangered. You start having gratitude for everything. Kelsey Ray was really pissed off. I could see that Rox was really mad. Rox from Mexico was super mad. They weren't prepared, right? We told them, you don't have warm weather clothes. They thought we were kidding. So Kelsey had to sleep just in her bathing suit bottoms, which is not awesome when it's 70 degrees outside and you're on the ocean. I slept like a freaking angel. It was amazing. So, and then the next morning we wake up, we have fresh fruit, we get on the boat, we walk back, no shoes allowed. We walk through the city of Cartagena, no shoes, and we get back to the house and I had massage therapists waiting for all 16 people. I paid for full body massages for an hour and 15 minutes for every single person. And literally their whole lives are changed. So for the better. So the pictures, the video, everything, it does it no justice. My whole lesson in all of that to them and to you as well, if you're listening to this and watching this, is you guys, if you're wondering why your life keeps sucking, you're not putting yourself in positions to grow. Okay, you're literally not. You're not putting yourself in positions to grow. You have to force yourself to have pain in order to grow. Physical pain is how muscles grow. Mental pain is how your mind grows. Emotional pain is how you grow emotionally intelligent. All this stuff.
Boy, what a bully and persona is, just like a cult leader, just shaming and blaming and guilt tripping and lying and withholding vital information and just totally elitist. It's kind of disgusting. And if she makes millions of dollars through these kinds of techniques, I'm sure there's a lot of very upset, disgruntled people. And regarding the person who needed to get emergency help on her trip, talking to a lawyer might be a good idea.